Thanks, Mum. Mum's just reminded me I was muted. Beautiful. So, a big hello to everybody. Thank you for your patience. I get myself every time on my end, it doesn't show as being muted. But yeah, so I just want to welcome everybody. Say hello. Welcome to Wednesday night. I am Leanne Winston. Um, I was just making a comment. Jazz, you've asked for a reading, honey. If anybody would like a reading, please do make sure you ask a direct question. I'm happy to do cards. I can pull them out if needed as well. Otherwise, I can just connect straight to Spirit in that side of them. But before I get into the reading side of stuff, I do want to have just a quick conversation. Firstly, I want to just thanks, Roz. You know what it's like, honey. Yeah, I do want to just sort of acknowledge a bit of housekeeping before we get started. If you are watching from anywhere else but mytimetv.live, please do jump over into the mytimetv.live. The link should be at the top of the post by memory. That way I can see your comments here in the background as these lovely people coming in here saying hello as well. Hey, Tiffany. I will get to questions very shortly. I do ask people to help me spread the love. Invite your friends and family to join in because you never know who's going to get a piece of information or a message that will resonate with them and may make all the difference and help that healing process of no matter what they are going through, because we have been through so much in the last 12 months. And as we are now moving into the 2021 energy, we're starting to see that 2020 energy start to pull back and things are starting to flow in the way they need to. Do remember that we have got a little bit of overlap in the years crossing over still. So you may find that there may still be a little bit of testing energy there as well. But believe me, the best way to go through it is just to breathe through it and ground yourself. Take a step back, take a deep breath every now and then. And as you're doing that, see that breath center down your spine, down into Mother Earth between your feet, and connect with her and keep you grounded. The more we allow the flow to go, the less tired and exhausted we're going to be. So, one thing that has been coming up for a lot of you probably already know, I've got myself into this habit more so the last month where I am spending more time on nurturing me and taking time each morning to do my exercise. Start with a meditation for about 20-25 minutes, do a manifestation prayer, then led by a little bit of exercise after that. And that is all before breakfast. So I am really enjoying it, and I'm finding that I am more so aligned and feeling better for it. But in doing that, I am finding I am getting more clarity messages for myself. So that clarity has got so much more clearer when it comes to my own information. Because I don't normally get a lot for myself. I'm good at getting it for everybody else. But when it comes to me, it's like there has been this block for years in that side of it. And that by making sure I'm aligning myself spiritually and opening myself up and giving myself permission to receive that information, it really is incredible what is coming through in that way. And something that Spirit has reminded me a bit lately is that we need to put intent in everything that we are doing. So whatever you are doing, no matter what level you are doing it at, I suggest that you think about the reasoning why you're doing it. Have that clear picture, have that clarity of why you're doing it. What do you want out of it? And a lot of you have probably heard me say this year, we need to be focusing on us. We need to put, I can't even think of the word that I use now, not greedy, but it sort of is. We need to put ourselves first. Selfless is the word I'm looking for. Thank you. Sorry about that. It's been a long day. I am getting up early in the morning and doing study at the moment, overseas studies. So time frames and the sleep patterns are a bit out of whack for this week. But yeah, be selfish. Put yourself first. Now, I mean, be selfish in a good way, because when we take that focus and we put it on ourselves, we are going to find that we're going to bring change. We're going to align ourselves. I want to ask people, put it in the comments. Let me know. Do you know what your passion is? What is your, why, what are you here for? What's your purpose in that sense? All right. Now, please know not everybody knows what their purpose is, and that's okay. Some of us take longer to find what our purpose is, others will know it straight away. We all have blocks at some stage in our life. And if you are quite blocked, you are going to find it hard to have that find that purpose, find that focus, move forward and break the old patterns, the old cycles. So you might be feeling that you're blocked around relationships. You could be blocked around career. You could be blocked around finances. There could be so many different emotions, mentally, physically, that you are holding on to. So let me know what you struggle with, because I'd love to know, because if I can give you the tools and I can help you with the information on moving past these blocks, I'm going to try and help as many people this year as I possibly can. And I guess that is something I'm really looking forward to this year, or setting my sights on trying to help as many people move more into that epic life that we all desire. Now, for me, my epic life, my desire is heart and soul. It comes from both levels. It's not just the head that wants it. My heart, my soul is ready for what this year is going to bring and what I am working towards as well. So let me know in the comments what your purpose is, what you're working towards. And I do believe it's really important to invest that time and money into ourselves. Whether it's go out and get your hair done, ladies, have your nails done, have a massage, go down the beach for a walk and just ground yourself. Gentlemen, look after yourself, because I know we do have some guys that join in on these broadcasts as well. But if we're not giving back to ourselves and we're not feeling worthy within ourselves or feeling beautiful, we are going to find that we are going to struggle. We move into that lower vibrational energy and we become more negative and set in our old ways, old habits, old routines. 2021 is about smashing those to the curb, okay? This is the year to step forward and put yourself first and make those changes. Now, not everybody can do that on their own. It can be quite involved, especially when you're working through blockages and dealing with fear. If you've got trauma in your life, that can be a real struggle as well. There can be blockages there that we don't even know about, whether it comes through from conditioning, things that have happened to us. Our belief systems can cause trauma in certain ways as well, because we have this internal fight with our beliefs and our inner power, inner self, that don't always come to head to match, sort of thing, in that side, that can create that trauma, that energy as well. So I'd love to know. Let's see who we've got here in the comments. We've got Nicole down in the green room as well. We will get down to her very shortly and say hello. Tiffany's here. Jazz, what Leanne said is exactly what you had to hear. Beautiful. So, Jazz, hopefully, honey, that resonates with you, okay? There's a reason why Spirit gives me these messages, and to me, it's only going to resonate with one person, and my job is done. So, honey, process that. Give yourself the permission to absorb that, because sometimes we put the walls up, the blocks, because we don't want to hear that stuff. whether we're ready to hear it or not. But obviously now is the time for you, honey. So sending you lots of love, and hopefully you can work through what you're going through. Please know I am here. I do have the 6-week Epic Life program launching on the 15th of February. You can join in on that. The details are down on the bottom of the screen going across. It is a weekly online program where you can join in. If you can't catch us on Monday nights, I think it's at 8 p.m. by memory, or 7:30. I'd have to double check that one, but the details are in the course notes there as well. You can always catch the replay if you're not available to join in. I have set up a payment plan for people as well, but this is certainly the time to be able to invest in ourselves and make the change. Hey, Simone, if we want change, we've got to really want it and be willing to do the work. Okay, that is really important. Deb says financial blocks. I would love to teach others about my life journey and what my son and struggles and achievements, desires, many challenges for both of us. I'm 63 now and want to change careers. I get you can, honey. Put your mind to it. You'll make anything happen, because I get the reference to you are really strong. So why not think about writing a book? Start journaling. Share that information in that sense, and just go with the flow and allow it to see where it goes in that sense. Okay. All right. Well, let's jump down into the green room and bring Nicole up, and let me just unmute her. Hey, honey. How are you going?
Good.
That's good. How's your week? Oh, we've got feedback happening.
No, I've just been listening to you about the blockages, and do you know what? You're so right.
Yeah.
The blockages.
I think so many people are struggling with that this year. Well, not just year, it's been there for a very long time.
A couple of years, I reckon.
Yeah, and it's funny because as time goes on, it seems to be happening more and more, and they're coming more to the forefront, where we are being forced to deal with them. So, and I think if people keep closing off to that, they're just going to manifest in such a big way that we're going to find ourselves more and more tested than we ever have been before. So, universe is pushing us to move them.
I know.
I know I've had my bum kicked a couple of times this year already by spirit.
Well, I feel like 20 days in, it just feels like it's a bit of a roller coaster, you know.
Yeah, that's it. But hopefully this energy, we should in the next probably 7-8 days start to see that settling down. But I think it's really important not to get back into that hectic energy that we've found ourselves in the past. So we need to be present. We need to be focused on not allowing ourselves to go back into that.
So I got the job.
Yay! Congratulations! Oh, well done.
I commented on one of your things the other day, but you were doing some live reading, but I had to tell you, I was a bit excited. So
I'm excited for you. Well done. That's amazing. So you've started already?
No, I start next Wednesday, but after the Australia Day. But 45 people they interviewed. So yeah.
Wow. Oh, well, you've definitely made an impression on them. That's good. So you're excited?
I'm excited, but one of the references was the job that I was in recently, and she was pretty nasty.
Was she?
Yeah, very toxic. But you know what? As he said, he looked through the lines, and yeah.
Yeah, and my feeling is he trusted his own intuition as well. My feeling is he trusted his own intuition as well.
Yeah.
So, that's amazing. And Tara's saying congratulations.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, beautiful. It looks like we've got a scam on there. People just ignore and block them. Roz is probably onto it already. So, exciting.
Nothing else to do.
No, that's it. Yeah. Anyway. I could come up with a list for them.
I know. No comment.
That's it. Yeah. Did you have a question you'd like to ask, Cam?
Yeah. So with this job, I just want to see, is this a long-term job? Yes. I'm hoping it is.
Yes. It just feels so right. So to me, it's a feeling when you walk in the door. I think we've got feedback on your end happening. Have you got two devices open?
No,
No? Okay.
I've got the fan on.
Oh,
Should I turn
no.
it?
It's my voice. Our voices I can hear like in repeat. I might be on your phone or whatever
I've
you're
got no
connected
phone
to.
in here, just my fan.
Oh, okay. Yeah. It could be just technology in general.
Sorry.
It's all good. Yeah, no, my feeling is that it just feels so right. So walking in the door, it just felt like it's yours, and it's going to be that flow. I feel like it's going to be easy. So I do get the reference to there is room for movement. So to me, it's a feeling you will have room to be able to move up in that way. So how exciting. Definitely long term.
Oh, look, even the CEO, as soon as I walked in, she gave me a hug.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah, so none of these COVID elbows. She went, no, I'm giving you a hug. So yeah, no, I had a connection. So it's good.
Yeah,
Sorry,
beautiful.
Yeah.
I'm very big on. I'm a big believer of the hugs.
No, well, you can just tell. If I can get along with her, I can get along with.
Yeah, that's it. And that's the thing. I think you're going to be surrounded with like-minded people. So I feel that it's going to be a good team to work with. So that's excellent. I'm so excited for you. Made my day.
Now, just quickly, sorry, is this going to gel okay with the business that I'm running as well? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, you'll find balance. Give it a couple of weeks, but I get the reference to you'll find balance with it in. So don't be afraid to ask for help as well. So whether you might need to delegate a little bit as things get busier. But yeah, no, I get the reference to it's all going to be good.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Wonderful, honey. Well, you should go out and celebrate.
I know, but I think just a little bit. Look, it's like it's good news, but it's I doubt myself
And that's a big thing at the moment because our monkey minds get inner. Who was it the other day? I was listening to a course or something, and she calls it Mrs. Stupid. Mrs. Stupid comes in and questions it, doubts themselves. To me, it's what I call the monkey mind that takes over. That to me, it's sabotage. We kind of sabotage ourselves in that sort of side of it. We don't intentionally mean to do it, but it comes from our fears and our blockages and our weaknesses and not feeling enough and all that sort of stuff that, sort of we pick up over time. So, but this is the stuff we're becoming more and more aware of, this sort of thing. So I love it. So
I'm going to smash it and I'm going to,
rock it, baby.
Rock it.
That's it. Go out there and be a queen and shine bright.
Of course.
Definitely. Sit in that feminine energy. So, and that's where we need to be rather than more the the male sort of energy. I can't even say that word tonight. My tongue's too tired. We need to sit in that feminine energy and own it. So beautiful. Yeah. All right, honey. Well done.
Thank you.
All the best, and we'll see you soon.
All right, see ya. Bye.
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 Oh, how exciting. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love good news. So, and this is the thing, we've felt so challenged over the last, let's say 12 months, because, 2020 was a pretty full-on year and we were really challenged in so many different ways and on so many different levels. And I'm really a big believer at the moment that things happen with us, for us, not against us. They don't happen to us. They happen for us so we can grow. So for Nicole to lose a job, go through what she went through at the end of last year, which wasn't easy, and I'm sure she doesn't mind me saying that, to be able to have some good things fall in place this year in that side of it. So that's amazing. So let me know, are you somebody that things happen to, or are they happening for you? Put it in the comments and let me know what you think with that. We have Leanne here says, I hope I can pick up something, love a message. Honey, you need to ask more of a direct question. I'm happy to answer questions, but they really do need to be direct in that way. Okay, we've got Sarah here saying, hey, beautiful, wonderful,
thanks. What can I do for you?
I think I have a device wanting to talk to me. So gotta love technology. Who you my see around me spirit wise? Who do you see around me spirit wise? Sorry, my head is tired today. It's been a full-on day. It's funny because when I go into that study mode myself, and I really want to learn a lot more at the moment, sort of thing. So I'm wanting to take my knowledge to a different level in different things. And it's funny when I add that and the things I've got to focus on work-wise, it's kind of like I find myself getting drained, brain fog, because it's like both cogs to me is going on. I don't know, Roz. I don't know if it was Suri, honey, because oops, we got weird things going on here in the background. So let's go here, honey. I get a male energy around you straight away. So I want to acknowledge the older male passed on dad's side. I get chest, heart, lungs. So I do feel his lungs are quite heavy. So he may have been a smoker. I sort of feel heavy smoker in his earlier days with that. But hand is on the heart, which is my sign for love and pride for yourself as well. So please know that you do have that love and support around you. Okay. Jill says, Rosa, are you interested in a psychic reading? I take up of energy from. Okay. There's a scammer. All right. If you're not a scammer, go away and find your own clients. There we go. Yeah. So, Roz, could you maybe, if you're still there, could you maybe take care of that one if you haven't already? You may have already done that because they don't remove from my side. Yeah, there is a few there. Tara, I don't think I got to yours, honey. You said, hi, Leanne. Recently, I got a job offer for a full-time real estate job, which I do hold a qualification for, but I do have plans to study. Should I take the job? Thanks. I get yes, honey. I feel like you can do both. So can you maybe cut back the work? They've offered you the job. They may be able to work around you a little bit in that sense, but I do feel like it is the ability to do both. Okay. I don't see the real estate job staying long term. I feel like I'm maybe a couple of years in that side of it, but I do feel like it's about positioning yourself right to be able to flow into the work around the study side of it. Okay. So wishing you all the very best there. And you have to excuse the clown on the motorbike going past. Thanks, Ali, for sharing. Tiffany has a question. When you're doing readings, do you just have people come to you? I hope I make sense. You make sense, honey. Yeah. What's the best way to explain it? So when I look at people's comments, that can be enough to quite often open up to spirit, and they will step in. Sometimes when I'm reading, spirit doesn't always, like certain spirits don't always step forward. Most do, but occasionally we do get some spirits that need to be invited in, whether it's a respect thing, the way they were in person when they were alive. But they will, quite often I find when somebody mentions dad or a certain subject, information can be brought in on that energy as well with that. So for me, I don't seem to have to sit and make that connection. I guess I've been doing it long enough, and the way I work, that information will just come usually straight in. If it comes in, it's there. If it doesn't, it just means for me, I'm either not the right person to connect with that energy, or there's no messages to be brought through from that spirit, that energy at that time. So that's probably the better way that I can explain it. But thank you. What a really good question. If anybody else has questions they want to know around this stuff, please don't hesitate to ask, because I'm happy to help share and help people grow in any way they can. Sandra, hey gorgeous. She says, hi Leanne, I hope you're well. Mum's in the hospital, very unwell, and I'm scared. Will she get through this, please? Oh, Thank you. Honey, my heart goes out to you. I'm sending you really big, loving hugs as well. And I hope that you've got some support around you as well. Mum's a fighter. I just keep hearing Mum's a fighter. She's got through other things as well. But I do feel that Mum is slowly deteriorating in that side of it. She is. I feel like she's a little bit tired at the moment. So I do feel that she's going to get through this, but it's going to take a little bit longer this time. All right. I feel that it's really important, honey, for you to look after yourself as well. So don't be afraid to lean on other people around you, honey, because I know you like to be there and do everything for everybody else. You've got to ask for the help as well. Okay. I feel really thirsty with Mum's energy. So, I don't know, she's a bit thirsty or a bit dehydrated at the moment. All right. Um, let's see, who else have we got here? I said hi to Simone. Hope you're doing well, honey. I will catch up with you. This week has just got away from me as well. Okay, Massey says, "Welcome, hun. Hi, hello, all. My guidance for my grandparents above. Any guidance from your grandparents above? Okay. Let me just mute Jen. Okay. Whew. Okay, hun. Grandfather, I feel there was lung issues. I get the very heavy chest, excuse me, with his energy, and I just feel like my lungs are very stiff. So I don't know if he was a smoker or he had lung damage, or it could have been heavy metals or something on the lungs in that side of it. With his energy, I just feel like it's really hard to catch my breath, and I just feel like I want to cough all the time with that. There may be even asbestos or something like that, but to me, it's the feeling like something was sitting on the lungs. I also need to acknowledge the birthday that has just been or about to be. So in the last few weeks or the next 4 to 6 weeks, last couple of weeks, sorry, I mean, excuse me, or the next 4 to 6 weeks. I get the birthday reference around that as well with that. Okay. I also feel like you're going through changes. I get proud of you, mate. So to me, I feel like you put a lot of pressure on yourself, and I get the reference to it's really important to acknowledge what you have achieved and what you've done as well. So whether you're an overthinker or you're just always striving or feeling that you haven't quite done enough, you need more, please know that your grandfather is giving you a pat on the back. Now, the female energy that comes through with him, I feel she was quite a quiet soul, a very soft, loving energy. So would I be right in saying had a strong connection with her, the bond around that side of it? I just get the reference to very caring, very nurturing, mothery-like sort of energy, but I feel like she was a smaller woman. So whether she was sort of a lot shorter in that way, I just get the reference to they're very much together and very much at peace. And I do feel the grandmother energy was quite tired when she passed, so she was ready to go. So I just want to leave you with their love and know that you are supported and that they are around you. What would be actually, sorry, I'm going to go back. Massey, what would be the meaning to the music for you? Because I get connect to the music. So maybe you can let me know in the comments what that means, the connection with the music, okay? Because I just feel like there's something significant around the music for you, and I get the feeling that that is important to you at the moment. So maybe you could let me know what that means in the comments. And my mum is sending Sandra some hugs, honey. So thank you, Mum. All right. Okay. Let's go here. Beck says, hello from the UK. Do you sense, so I've got to go between two screens here. Sense anyone, anything, I'm about to start my nursing, these are the nursing career, amidst the pandemic, my messages or guidance. And it was funny because when I talked to Nicole earlier, I was getting the nurse reference, but I knew it wasn't for her. All right. So, what's the old watch for you, honey? So I don't know if somebody has gifted you a nursing watch, or there's something significant to the nurse's watch. I do get the reference to you are on the right pathway, honey, and I do get the feeling that you are going to be okay. Somebody's playing with my mouth. I don't know if you get the tickle to the mouth at times, but I just get spirit as trying to get your attention around that. Okay, I do feel like it's really important to stay focused and keep your head. Is the reference I get? It's a good way of getting it. Let's hope you keep your head, but stay focusing on what you're doing. And I get the reference to the pandemic side of stuff. Isn't going to be a problem. All right, hon. I do feel that you're going to be really good at what you do. So Spirit just says when you put your mind to something, you make it happen. So to me, I feel this has been coming for a while as well. So I get the reference to growing leaps and bounds. Things are going to move forward in leaps and bounds. All right. So wishing you all the very best. Tara is just saying that's awesome. Thank you for your time. Any time, honey. It's my pleasure. It really is. Just a reminder, if you are watching from any of the other pages, bar mytimetv.live, you do need to jump over here. You may be on Leanne Winston Psychic Medium, Body, Mind and Spirit, Be Live, Women in Business. I can't remember who else, what other pages I have crossed to as well. But please do jump over to mytimetv.live. If you're new to the page, don't forget to hit the like button or the follow button as well. And if you hit on this broadcast, if you hit the 3 dots, you will also be able to get notifications of when I am live as well. Bex is just saying thank you for your message. Peace and love. Same to you, honey. It's my pleasure. And Sandra is just saying thank you, Leanne. I've been up at the hospital all day, and yes, she hasn't been drinking much. Mum had a fall on Monday. Thank you again, lovely lady. Aww. And thank you, Mrs. Rossiter. Oh, you're very welcome, honey. And it is Mum's and my pleasure as well. I will keep your mum in our thoughts. Okay, hon. Okay, Deborah's just popped in. She says, hi, Leanne. Will we sell our rental property? It's under contract. Yes, I get yes, honey, with that. Is there a piece of document that hasn't been filed right or needs to be finalized? Because I just get the feeling there's one piece of paper that needs something like it, whether it's a signature or missing some information. It's not huge. It's not going to hold anything up, but I just feel like it needs to be finalized in that way. Okay. All right. Ali says, I think the nursing was for Leanne mentioned, I think the nursing mentioned of the watch again. I have an interview on Friday to re-enter the industry, also in reference to the mouth. I currently have major teeth issues. Okay. That's why I wanted to keep playing with my mouth. Okay. So, Ellie, you're having issues as well. Okay. So I think it was Bex that was looking at the nursing career. Okay. So, Ali, if some of that resonated with you, honey, take it as part of your message as well, because it's quite common that spirit can come through and communicate with us through other people's readings as well. So what can happen is spirit can piggyback at times. All right. Sandra's saying thank you for your time and message. Oh, you're welcome, darling. Deborah's saying awesome and thank you. Tiffany says, may I have a general card or is there anything? My message just moved. you're able to pick up on health-wise for me. Honey, what's going on around your stomach area? I do feel quite nervous around the stomach and tense there as well. So whether you're holding on to energy around that or there's a little bit of unsettled energy more so with that. I just sort of feel like I'm looking at the bowel area being under pressure as well. So it could even be more around digestion sort of side of it. With your health, I'm not getting warning bells, but I do get the feeling that it is about maintaining your health. Okay. I'm no doctor in any way. I'm not trained in medicine in any sense, medical field. But if there is something that you are worried about, please do not hesitate to go and see your doctor. All right. I did notice Jen had just got out of the car and got home, but her screen has now gone blank. So I will wait for that to reload and we'll bring her up and say hello. Sue is here and she says, "Hi, Leanne. In September, my mum was diagnosed with illness. Do you feel anything for her?" Oh, whoops. Jen, you've got two screens open, hun. I'll bring you up in a sec. Okay, so Sue, health. Mum's diagnosis. I feel like I'm looking at blood, so whether she's having blood tests regularly or she needs some more testing or the blood is affected in her with her health. So it may be even how they are monitoring her in that sense. Okay. I feel mum's quite strong. So I get the reference to when she's in a strong mind, she's in a strong body sort of thing with that. So would I be right in saying mum can be very determined when she wants to be? And when she is tired, she can be quite defeated. So I just feel like she's on that roller coaster a little bit as well. I do feel like it's more about finding balance around mum's health. All right. So I'm going to send lots of love and healing. I'm not getting warning bells go off. If I was getting warning bells, then to me, it means something really serious. I do feel like it is important to keep an eye on it, but find a balance with that. So whether they're trying different treatments or have other things that they can do. All right. So sending lots of love to you and lots of healing and love to your mum as well. Okay. All right. Rosa says, "Is there any messages from my mum or my sister, please?" I get them both come in together, honey, and I got greeted with two cheeky smiles. So would I be right in saying both of them were very cheeky, bubbly, more so personalities? But okay. I get the number 7 around 1, so whether I'm looking at the 7th of the month or July, and I also get the number 9, so whether it's the 9th of the month or September, or there's patterns around your mum and your sister for the 7th, or the number 7 and the number 9, whether it's celebration, um, anniversaries, birthdays, or there's something significant that happens on those dates. I just get the reference to, I need to acknowledge that. I'm also getting music around you, honey, so I don't know if tonight is just the focus is more on the vibrational stuff where our vibrations are rising, or you connect to the music, but it's just very soft, gentle music in that way. Okay. I get be careful of your hip, and I want to say your right hip, hun. So whether you're having a little bit of discomfort lately or your hip is out of alignment, I'm not getting warning bells around that, but I do get the reference to just being careful of your hip. Okay. So sending lots of love to you as well, honey. All right. Macy, sorry, hun, is just saying thank you so much. Definitely put a big smile on my face. Oh, it's my pleasure, hun. So the music could be when I listen to beautiful country music, when I feel different types of feelings, whether I just listen or sing with it. Thank you once again. It is my pleasure. And to me, when you're connecting with that music, I kind of feel like it's a way of meditating for you. It's a way for you to focus on that music, feel that vibration, and clear your mind in that sense. So thank you for the feedback. I really appreciate it. And I would say welcome to the page. I'm not sure that I've seen your name come up before. Just excuse me while I have a sip of water. I haven't drinking enough tonight either, or today, I should say. Tiffany says, that's correct. I have having troubles and I am seeking medical advice. Beautiful, hun. Try not to stress. See that positive outcome. I get the reference to that's really important. I don't want to say mind over matter, but I do feel that with a stronger mindset, your body's there's a lot you're holding on to in your energy field, honey. I get the reference to need to let go of the past, let go of that energy. And I get the feeling that's going to take the pressure off your body. Okay. Your health will change in that side of it. So wishing you all the very best. I'm a big believer, guys, on when we carry stuff in our energy field, our body eventually goes, enough is enough. I can't cope, or it can't cope. And that's when we start seeing the physical health issues coming out. You think about it years ago, the older generations weren't allowed to talk about things. They shut down. They kept it very close to their chest sort of thing and didn't release that energy. What happened over time is a lot of them started coming out with cancers and health issues and stuff that became quite terminal. So I can see how and understand how those things can quite often link. So if you're holding on to energy, you're struggling to let go of stuff, do the work on you. All right. I think we all need to be doing the work on us. And this is where I think this Epic Life 6-week program is absolutely perfect for this timing, to be able to work through those blockages, work through the fears, and start moving a lot of that stuff. Because some of this stuff that we are been holding on to for a long time, sometimes we don't even know it's there until we start to scratch the surface and go deeper within and do that work on ourselves to find that that stuff needs to be released so we can actually move forward. So just it's a great segue for the course. The 6-week course is there. It has a payment plan on it. The details are on my website, leannewinston.com/workshops for that. If you want any more information, please do reach out or check my website for that. Okay, let's bring the gorgeous Jen up and say hello. It's not a Wednesday night without Jen.
Hello. Good. How are you?
Good, thank you. I did see you there, and I thought she's driving. I won't bring her up just yet.
Yes, I didn't know if you could tell what I was doing, but I was like, I just want to listen in and just kind of get into the mood. And yeah. And then when I came in, I turned on my laptop, which is what I'm on now, and then I don't know how I had the 2 videos up, and you said, oh, you've got 2 screens up, and I'm like, I really don't know what. But yeah, we got there in the end.
Yeah, it's I don't know. It's weird. It's technology. It's doing its own thing these days. We've had so much. Oh, spirit's tickling my nose. Sorry. We have had so much trouble this last week with internet and lives and Zoom and stuff. So I think everything's just on overload at the moment.
Telling us all to get back out to nature and enjoy the natural things.
That's it. And then we take the pressure off of it when we do that more so.
Yeah. I'm actually just coming back from a nice beach walk with my friend.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, it was really nice.
Yeah. What part of the beach do you go to?
So she lives about Warradale. So we walked down to the beach about Seacliff, Brighton-ish.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. And then, sort of in between Hove and Brighton. And so we cut down to the beach, walk along Brighton Beach, walk back up Jetty Road, and then back to her house. So bit of a look.
Oh, beautiful. Yeah, lovely. I'm heading down there on Saturday. It's my brother-in-law's birthday, so we're heading down to Glenelg to the sailing club to celebrate his birthday. So I'm looking forward to maybe putting my toes in the sand and water.
Yeah. Is that the surf club there?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. They're near the Ferris wheel, I think my husband said it is.
Yeah. So, the Ferris, I mean, they've got the temporary Ferris wheel, but the permanent Ferris wheel is gone. But I went down to that surf club for a few drinks, I think early December.
Oh, okay.
It's beautiful. It's got a gorgeous view out there.
Yeah, well, it's his favourite place. He lives not far from there, just across from Moseley Square. So I think he goes visiting there a little bit by the sound of it.
Look, the food was good. The drinks were not badly priced. I could why you would go down there.
Yep, beautiful. Then he can stumble home. So that's probably more the point.
I mean,
Well,
that is an advantage, and not needing to have to worry about like what you're going to do with your car, how you're going to get in, how you're going to go.
That's it. I was actually considering a night down there, but I don't think that's going to happen. So.
Does he? Would you stay with him, or would you find like a place?
No, I prefer my own room, sort of thing. So yeah, knowing him, he's probably will have mates staying over that will be drinking as well, sort of thing, so they don't have to drive. But Mount Barker's not far, so I'm not much of a drinker anyway. Don't mind just one or two. So yeah.
And he was my mate, and I was going down there. I'd probably knock on his door as well and say, "Hi, I'm drunk. I just need to stay here on your couch."
That's it. Well, he's always told us he's got a spare room, but I'm sure that's already been booked for weeks. Either with one of his children or more so the mates, I think. So, but yeah, I'm sure it's going to be a good afternoon. So it's going to be a warm one, so it's a perfect place to be.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm worried. I don't know why I'm so worried about this weekend, about it being so warm. I don't know.
It's gonna be crazy. Ros, if you're watching, hun, we just got another one on the bottom of the screen. If you could take care of that for me, please, honey. So, I think it's supposed to be about 42 or something, 41, 42.
Yeah. And I've experienced that weather. Like, I've lived here my whole life. Like, I've experienced that weather before. I don't know why this weekend it's just kind of giving me the heebie-jeebies for Yeah, I'm not sure.
I always say trust that stuff. So whether it's just being a little bit more alert or something's going to come up, it's, fingers crossed it all goes well and people are alert.
Yeah.
So I know we've had a few fires up here in the hills the last few days. Big one, one at Ashbourne. What are we today? It must be Monday because the planes were flying over for probably an hour.
I saw that on the news. Yeah,
I missed the news, but fingers crossed, all will go well. So
there's a lot that's telling me don't plan a lot, like just stay at home, like just key things. So I'm just like, okay, I don't know what's happening, but.
Yeah, well, that's the thing with COVID and stuff all these days. So the thing, and my guess is being hot, everybody's going to want to go to the beach.
Yes.
So, yeah. How's your week been?
Quite good actually. I have started to do a few more things, so I feel a little bit more energized. I tried a Muay Thai martial arts class this morning.
Oh, how'd that go?
It was confusing. It was there was a lot to take in, and I think we all kind of get in a bit of a groove where you're so used to doing the things that you're used to doing, and then you try something new and you're like, oh, this is so hard. I'm so out of my comfort zone. So we'll see. I'm not too sure if I'm going to continue with it, but it was interesting to try. Yeah.
Do you need balance for that?
Look, kind of, because there was like a few times where I kicked and I like the leg, that my supporting leg, I was like, oh, I'm really on this, but I think it's my technique that I didn't set myself up properly before doing the kick. Like I was like, oh, I now kick and now you have to punch and you have to punch this way and that way, and I was like, I don't know what's happening.
I'd probably be on the floor laughing my head off if it was me. So.
And then there's times where you're meant to do certain things and then I'd forget and I'd be like, oh, sorry, I accidentally did the wrong thing, or up here and I did it down here instead. So
that's all right. You're learning. You just need an L badge.
Oh, that was pretty obvious. I don't think I need a badge.
You need a badge for that.
I like it. It was quite obvious.
That's funny. I love it. So I'm actually considering starting yoga. So I've done it years ago, or a few years ago, but it's just time me to get back into it. And I actually asked my daughter the other day if she would join me and do it. She goes, why would I want to do that? And she goes, Mum, just buy a mat and do it at home. And I'm like, that's not a bad idea, actually. I can just go and do it when I feel the need, so I have some time.
Yeah, I, for the past few mornings, have said, all right, don't go to the gym, just get up and do some yoga. Have I done yoga?
No. No. Well, I ordered a mat yesterday. A lovely Sandra in Queensland has chakra mats. And
Ah,
I ordered, so, and she had them on special. So I thought, I'm going to order myself one. If I go end up at a studio, I can take it with me. So
excellent.
I've got no excuse not to do it at home then.
Yeah.
I've
Yeah,
got a dog and cat between my legs, knowing my luck.
I mean, most of the time, it's not difficult for me to be motivated to go to the gym. Like I've been going every day for I don't know how many years now. Like it's that's not the problem.
Yeah.
But I knew that something was really off because for the past few weeks, like I've really had to force myself to go. And actually, this last week, I've barely gone at all, which is really, really unlike me. So I'm feeling a little bit better. I'm feeling a bit better that now that I had to get up at a normal time and like I had commitments early. Tomorrow morning I'm meeting a friend at I think 7:30. And so I'm like, okay, well I'll book in for a swim at 6. So
Yep.
I can do like maybe an hour swim and then go and meet her for coffee. Just getting back into a routine. So I think that's really, really good.
That's it. And I think we have gone through a bit in the last couple of weeks body-wise with
Mm.
energy changes and stuff. So we were feeling the physical changes in that side. So I think we've done a lot of downloading and uploading, like programming and stuff as well. So I like Rosa's comment here. She's with my daughter. Why would you want it to?
Not so much to do yoga meditation.
Oh, sorry, wrong question. It moved as I hit the button. Why would you want to do that? Well, probably even just for a laugh.
But even what I used to really love about doing yoga was at the end they have, I don't know how long it's for, it feels like forever, but even if it's just like 5-10 minutes where you just lie there and they go through the meditation, like I used to love that.
I'm loving meditation at the moment. So I've just started adding some music to mine. I was doing it. And then if my husband or my daughter got up and moved around, you had the distractions. So the last couple of mornings I've been putting the earphones in and listening to music, and I don't hear them. And I just seem to be going deep. But it was really interesting this morning because I was very much drawn to having my palms up when I was meditating. And in my right hand, I actually felt what felt like a hand sit against my hand. And I thought, stay there and just enjoy it. Don't, like, because most times it's like, oh, what was that? Sort of thing, even though I knew it was spirit.
Yeah.
It just sat there for what seemed like for ages.
Wow.
Sort of thing. So I just thought, well, okay, they've got me. Sort of thing.
Wow. Was that like a comforting feeling for you?
It was, yeah. So, like, I get touched in different ways and stuff at times by spirit, whether it's a prod or like what feels like a stab sometime or a flick in the ear or just that gentle, smooth sort of touch on the face or the nose or whatever. But this was just like it rested against there, like somebody had literally just put their hand on mine and I could feel the tingle, the warmth, the pressure sort of thing. And I thought, well, and it was funny because it was my right hand sort of thing. So whether it's about receiving, I'm not too sure. But I just thought, well, that's interesting. And it was just, very comforting.
All right.
Thinking that. So, and I think because, excuse me, I find meditations are very different. Like from today to tomorrow could be totally different in what comes through. Because I'm surrendering and allowing what needs to go, like come through to come in after I get out the spirit as well with that. Rosa, see you've got one now that's talking to you as well. So they chose the wrong person to talk to because you're blind. So did you have a question, hon, you would like to ask?
So I have an important meeting that's happening on Friday.
Yep.
Related to stuff that we've spoken about before.
Yeah.
Can you tell me how things are going to go? Yeah.
My feeling is when you walk in, it's going to start off a little bit slow and a little bit awkward, but I do feel that it's going to flow in the right direction. So I feel that you're going to walk out of there having comfort, and knowing that you're heading in the direction like there is light at the end of the tunnel. Okay.
Okay.
My feeling is they're at the point where they're going to want to get this sorted quickly now. They don't want to drag it out too much longer.
Oh, now they want to get it sorted quickly. Like, 9 months. I could have made a baby by now.
It's amazing when, stress what we could grow in that time. Sort of thing. So, but yeah, my feeling is they're going to want to clear that off the books pretty soon. Sort of. Thing. So, I still don't feel like they're going to admit they were wrong, though.
No,
you're never going to get that apology.
I don't expect that, but what I am concerned about is getting a reasonable outcome.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm an unreasonable person, and
I don't think you are either.
I feel like there is room for negotiation, because like all negotiations, you start high and you meet somewhere in the middle, but I'm just really scared that they're going to come in so low that I don't know what my option will be if that happens, because I'm like, well, that's just quite insulting.
Yeah. Stand ground, have your limit and know where it is, and try to stay above that sort of thing with that. My feeling is if you stand strong, they're going to realise they can't push you around.
Yeah.
Sort of thing. They don't want to tie it up in court. Yeah. They don't want to tie it up in court because it's going to cost them more money. So it's in their best interest to work together with you and come to an understanding. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, so go in there confident, determined.
Yeah.
Sort of thing.
I'm really angry, and anger drives me. Like anger, I focus my anger, and I'm like, there's no point in just being angry and whinging about things.
Yeah.
Use anger for good. Like where is it?
Power.
Yeah, where is it best used at the moment? And I talk to people all the time. I saw a couple of friends that I haven't seen for pretty much the entire 2020, and I told them everything that was going on, and they're like, you seem remarkably well for all the things that are going on with you. And I said, yes, I am very angry. You can't tell it, but I am very, very angry. And they were like, okay, well, we would be in a ball of anxiety, we'd be crumpled up in a heap, like we wouldn't be able to deal with it. And I said, I deal with things in the way that I deal with them, but don't be fooled. Very angry.
That's it. And I think that is a really good point, because I know for myself, I went through some stuff earlier last year, and I decided that I could let that energy break me or make me stronger. And why not take that energy and turn it around into a positive and help you grow from it, okay? Because I believe what doesn't break us makes us stronger.
100%.
It's the same thing. It comes back to what keeps coming up in my mind lately is what now I've gone totally blank. It doesn't just happen to us, it happens for us.
Yeah.
Sort of thing. So it's happening to you for a reason. So whether it's that push into something even more amazing, but it's not happening to you, it's happening for you.
Yeah.
So
I do think that it is a good push and a good opportunity to do something else, which is great. And I think I probably did need that push. However, I also feel like I can't focus my energy on something else until this is resolved. That's just the type of person that I am. But yeah, I agree with you 100% about what doesn't break you is only going to make you stronger. And yeah, I so agree with what you're saying about using that energy to good for growth.
Yeah. Exactly. I know for us back in, I think it was 2016, we had a business for 10 years, a franchise, and we lost that franchise in a matter of, it was like 30 minutes. The landlord sent in a sheriff for false information. We had to sack 10 odd staff there. We had to sell our house to fight it in court and pay thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars out to lawyers. But at the same time, instead of being the victim in that situation, I'm grateful for that situation because it helped us move forward. It's helped us become a united family again, where we can have the family time, because a lot of the time my husband was working 7 days a week, 10 hours a day. He wasn't being able to have much time with the kids, so they missed out. We missed out on family time. And there's a whole list of things that I could say, it's a positive, this, and this has come out for it. So somebody that came from greed and a very negative place, that looked after himself in the wrong ways, it has turned into something positive in the long run. You know, we lost just about everything, but at the same time, we come out stronger.
Yeah.
Things.
I 100%. I hear you. Like I've had personal relationships that have been awful, and things that have happened to me personally that I wouldn't wish upon my worst enemy. Like that is just horrendous what has happened, but I don't regret it. And it's really weird when I say that to people, because they're like, but it's so awful. And I said, yes, I know, but it's made me who I am. And I'm this strong because of what has happened to me, and never willingly go into it again. I don't regret it, because I own the decisions that I make. I own what I do, and what happens, and I have grown from it. I've learned from it. I've learned so much from it. And I'm grateful for where I am now because of it, because I think it helps me in the future. Like even my personal relationships now, I kind of look at them differently and go, hang on, like what is this? Like, okay, previously old Jenny would have done this, but new Jenny knows better. So how can we tackle this in a different way?
Yeah, exactly. I love it. And that's the point. It's how we move forward. It's the next action that we put in place, the next step that counts. Sort of thing. So we could have easily fallen in a hole. My husband did a bit, but I was like, no, we're going to power through this. I know we're right. We're going to fight this to the end, no matter the cost. To prove the point. So.
And look, you know, I'm sure you weren't always up, like, you know.
We have moments, but you acknowledge them when they come up, and you don't allow yourself to sit in that energy too long. So.
And I said that to my doctor, because she was a bit worried about a few things. And I said, look, no, I know when things are going wrong. So these are the things that I'm trying to do to fix it. I'm also quite kind to myself. Like there have been days in the past where I'm like, you know what? I don't feel like getting out of bed today. And today I'm just going to stay in bed.
Exactly. Yeah.
I'm going to cry all day, and I am going to stay in bed and just have a, you know, woe is me day.
Yeah.
One of those days. You are not allowed 2 of those days. The next day you must get up and at least have a shower and walk down to the shops. Even if you go down to the shops and just buy yourself a chocolate bar because you want to eat a chocolate bar, then just do it. You know, who cares? You know?
But at the same time, when you're having that down day, what we are really doing is we are nurturing ourselves. We are healing. We are processing. We are, by crying, we're releasing that energy instead of bottling it up. So to me, that is part of the healing process. And like I said, one day you've got your boundaries, and then after that, it's put the big girl pants on and get moving.
I had a bit of a cry last night. It came out of nowhere, like just as I was going to bed, and I was like, oh, I'm really sad about this. I had a bit of a cry, and I was like, oh, now it's morning.
Actually, that's interesting. So is there something in the air? Because today, like mum and dad came and visited. I went back to do some study that I had missed. That I was supposed to be up at 3:30 this morning and done. And I've got one at 3:30 and one at 6:30 for 5 days in a row this week. And I went, the 3:30 one's not happening. I'll catch the replay. I'll get out of bed and do the 6:30 one, and then do my normal routine. And it was just something she said in it which had no real depth or meaning to it, but it was just this emotion that came up, and I thought, oh, that just moves something, and that's okay. It's better out than in. So but it was just a moment, and you know, that stuff is what's got to come up and allow us to move those blocks.
I'm not too sure, and I'll probably see with have a bit of a chat to you about other things, about moving blocks and whatever else, because I feel like there's a lot of things blocking me, but I'm trying to shift it along, but my focus is just not there at the moment. I'm like, one time, let's just see how things go. And
yeah, well, that's it. Maybe this epic 6-week program might be a good idea. Get that plug in. I'm not very good at doing that.
What is the program about? I've been seeing your emails, but I don't. Tell me about it. Spruik it. Sell it.
Okay, so every week we're going to have a different thing that we're going to focus on. So we're going to start looking at our life, our mindset, the positive energies, the negative, the thought patterns. We're going to look at the blockages and start working through those fears and blockages and go down into the deep core of it to be able to move it. And then as the last half of the workshop comes through, it's going to be more like about realigning yourself spiritually, looking at what it is that you want in your life and start that manifestation and moving into that epic life and creating that stuff that the blocks and the fears have kept at a bay for a very long time with that. Finding your purpose, knowing who you are and standing in that power sort of thing.
I feel like I'd need way more than 6 weeks for that.
Well, this is a start. This gets people off the starting block and working on it and aware of it so they can put those practices and tools into place in their everyday life, because it's like going to the gym and diet. Well, I don't even call it diets, they're lifestyles. It's nurturing the energy, it's the mind, the body, the soul sort of thing, which is what we really have to focus on this year.
Yeah.
Sort of
Yeah,
thing.
I'm like, Leanne, my life is a bit of a dumpster. 6 weeks isn't gonna touch it. But I see what you're saying about it. Being a start, and you have to start somewhere.
Yeah, but see how whoops, I just hit my mic, sorry guys. See how your mind goes, I need so much more of that. We've got these, we are programmed to sabotage ourselves, sort of thing. So, and that's a big part of what comes up is we got these ideas like, I've had these dreams for so many years of what I want to do in that, and I've always gone, I haven't got the money to do it. Like there's always been an excuse. Sort of thing. And no more. It's like I'm taking back that power and I'm standing in that energy and I'm going to create that stuff because this is our year to shine sort of thing. And it's funny because the more I'm doing the work on myself, I'm seeing the change in my husband as well, sort of thing. And he stops and he sort of thinks more before he speaks, where his mind would normally go to that critical mindset.
Yeah.
Not so much judgmental, but negative is probably the better way to do it. So I'm finding it really interesting watching the flow-on effect that's happening as well.
Interesting. Very interesting. Yeah.
All right, honey, well, we better leave it there. We have gone way over time.
Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. I didn't even realize.
That's okay, not a problem. I could have been something a lot earlier, but that's all right. I enjoy chatting with you guys. So, all right,
thank you.
All the best for Friday, and I'll keep you
Thank you.
and I'll talk to you very soon.
Okay, thanks.
Wonderful. You're welcome, hon. Take care. Have a good night. Bye. Wonderful. All right. Excellent. I can't believe that hour has gone so fast. Just before I do run off, I'm going to put this on solo so you guys to be here, landing back in Australia very shortly. All right, I'm going to say good night. I haven't muted myself, so I'm not too sure what's going on there. We may have timed out. Thank you for joining me. I look forward to seeing you next week. Keep an eye on my Leanne Winston Psychic Medium page. If you haven't hit follow on that, do so. And I will be live with some different subjects throughout the week. Love to all. Bye.